Okay, so today we just had a little bit of note taking and then we'll have makeup time. So we'll start with the note taking. So today is the first day that we're going to start on talking about Ute history and you know, everything Ute. So this is where we're starting our Ute units. So the way to say Ute in Ute is Newt. So if you've ever heard that being said before, that's what they're saying is Nooch. So I'm going to share with you this, and this is basically a map of the original bands of the Ute tribe. So you can see there's 12 of them. Each one of these circles is where they would they lived. So this large area around the whole thing, which is cut off right here, basically, but it goes to the edge of Colorado, basically. This is all the area that would be their hunting grounds. So these hunting grounds would be shared with other tribes as well. So, you know, you've got the Navajo tribe right here sharing lots of hunting grounds. And of course, that's where a lot of the conflict between the Utes and Navajos came from. And then also right here with the Paiutes who lived in this area as well. So there was a lot of, you know, conflict there. But also up here, we've got the Shoshone. There wasn't a lot because the Goshute were right here. So, you know, Utes and Goshutes didn't really mix that much. Sometimes right here, but not that much. It's usually just Shoshone up here, Navajo here, or the Paiutes over here. So this is, of course, by far the largest Utah traditional tribe. And so what we're going to do is, let me finish with this code, this key right here. So each of these little circles is where the bands, their locations are in, is within this circle. The shaded area around it is basically their food and gathering lands where they would gather, you know, everything, and they would hunt more beyond those lands. And then, of course, you've got the present state boundaries that you'll see there. The Utah-Colorado line is right here. You just can't see it because that's right where the page was in the book where this picture was copied from, basically. Okay, so on the back of this paper, so for you guys who are in person, you guys will get this map at school. So make sure you pick it up. If you're listening to this, you're probably because you were absent, it will be in the absent box for you. And then Kylinda, I'm emailing this to you so you can have it. You can print it out and label on it, or you can grab it next time you come up here. I don't think I had it in your packet, so stop by my classroom because I don't think it was in there. It should have been, but it might, I don't know. Anyways, so we're going to start out with labeling some of these rivers, so and mountains and lakes. So what you're going to do is you're going to just get, you know, a color. Just pick one color. And this is going to be really hard because I think I still have my drawing pad. Let me see. Hang on a sec. All right, we're good. So on the back of your map, here's your map that, you know, is right here. On the back of it, you will see a list of different things that you are going to be labeling on this map. So you make sure to label all of them. And some of these are difficult to see maybe for the spelling. So make sure you look on this for the spelling, okay? So, all right, first thing that we're gonna do is, like I said, we're gonna label maps and rivers. So this right here is what we call the Great Salt Lake. I didn't know my writing was gonna be so big on here. Got to try to write smaller. So that's Great Salt Lake. So I want you guys to be labeling your map as you're going through this video. Okay. And this one right here, this map, this lake right here is basically Utah Lake. So Utah Lake. And don't write in any of these circles because we're going to write the band names inside these circles. So don't write inside the circles. And then this right here and this, both the lake and the river have the same name. This Sevier. Whenever you see capital R with a dot next to it, it just stands for river, and that's Sevier Lake. So they're, you know, same thing, same name. We're gonna get all the rivers and lakes first. Okay, and then we have this one down here, this one that goes across right here is called the San Juan River. San Juan River. And then next one, we're gonna go all the way up here, this river right here, right, oh, there we go, it's fixing my pen. This one right here is called the White River. Whoa, hang on, my pen's going freaky. I pressed the button. There we go. Now I have to fix that. Let's go ahead and finish doing that to make sure and try not to press a button again. Okay, and this river going actually this river going through right here. We're not gonna write it right there, but it's this river right here. It's called the Yampa River. We're just not writing inside that circle. And then this big long river, it cuts through right here. It cuts through this circle, which I don't know why a place sometimes they cut off the river and sometimes they haven't. So I don't know. I didn't make this map. So that's kind of weird. This huge long river, which is the main river in Utah, is called the Green River. So that says green. Green River. And then where it branches over here, this is the Colorado River. And then where it branches down here, this is the Gunnison River. Oh, I was doing it again. Gunnis. Come on. Keep pressing buttons. No. Hang on a sec. It's weird. So Gunnison. Just forget this part is right there. Gunnison River. And then we've got the South Platte River, which is this one right here. So we're gonna write South Platte River. And then this one right here is the Arkansas River. All right, and now we have only a couple more to do, but these are not rivers, these are mountains. So this big, huge mountain range right here are the Wasatch Mountains. And you don't have to write as big as I am because I'm writing pretty big. And then these right here are the Uinta Mountains. You can spell it AH or just A, it's spelled both ways. AH is the more present correct term and A is the more historical correct term. So it could be either way. Okay, and I think that's it for all of those. So those are all of the main rivers, lakes, and mountains that are important for the Ute people. Of course, well, and then this one right here is called the Sawatch Mountains, but we're not going to be, you know, covering that one. I don't have you labeling that on it. Okay, so now we're going to choose 3 colors that you're going to do. Each of these colors you're going to write over here on this right side in just this blank space as a key. So I'll choose blue for my first one, and this one will be for Northern Ute. And then I'll choose another one for Southern Ute. So this is basically just a legend or a key. So you know which color belongs to which of the 3 sister tribes of the Ute tribe. And then find another color. Again, you can choose whatever color you want it to be, okay? And this one will be the Ute Mountain Ute. Okay, so we're gonna start with Ute Mountain Ute, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna be writing in these circles what the band name is. These are the names of the 12 original bands of the Ute tribe. So this one, Ute Mountain Ute, is down here, and these are spelled on the back of your paper because they're gonna be hard to spell. So, you know, do your best. You can write a lot smaller on your paper than I can write on the computer. So that's the Weemanooch. That is the only band that today is the Ute Mountain Ute tribe, is the Weemanooch. So usually, you know, instead of Ute Mountain, you might hear Weemanooch. And again, it's got that nooch part, which is Ute. Nooch means Ute. And then we're gonna go get our Southern Ute color. And this one right here is the Kapota. And then this one right here is the Mwatch. And then pause this again, pause this, all of our videos, pause it if it's going too fast and need more time to write. You know, just go ahead and pause it. All right, okay, let's start right here. So this is the you know, if you pause it right now, if you want to keep all of the rivers and lakes, because I'm going to erase them so I have more room, but you don't erase it on yours because that's not going to be good. So pause it right now if you didn't get all the rivers and lakes and mountain ranges down, so you can get those real quick. All right, so start with this one. This one is the Tumpanawatch. It's also called Timpanogats or Tumpanoguts. It is the band that we get the Timpanogos Canyon basically from Timpanogos Cave. It's named after the Tumpanawatch or Timpanogats band of the Ute tribe. And then this one right here is Uintaats. Again, pause it if you need to. This one is the Yampa River. And those two have, you know, the rivers and mountains named directly after them. Uinta Mountains named after the Uintaats. And the Yampa River, the Yampa River, which goes right through here, is named after the Yampa River. This one right here is Perianooch. Guess I could have written that more in the circle. And then this one right here is the Taviwatch. This one is Sayepich. This one right here is Sandpitch. And this one is the Pavant. It's an N. It's a tall N. Oh, actually, don't do that Pavant yet. So erasing. Okay, so those are the Northern Ute bands. And then just to help you out a little bit, so these Northern Ute bands, and the reason why there's, all of these basically are one Ute band today is because when the Uinta reservation right here was made, they forced all of these tribes over here. They try to force all of them into there. These guys later got their own reservation down here, and these guys got their own reservation here, but these guys all had to move into this reservation here. Or else there probably would have been 4 bands, because they originally did have land that they were allowed to live on through reservation here, but then they were kicked off when they found gold, but we'll talk about that later. So the 3 bands today of the Northern Ute tribe are White River, Uncompahgre, and Uinta. So I'm going to show you which of these bands make up the 3 bands of the Northern Ute tribe today. So these 2 are the White River. And you can use a different color, or you can use the Northern Ute color. I'm mostly using different colors so you can see the, where this band is from. So that's the White River band, is these 2 original bands. Taviwatch is the Uncompahgre. And these are not on the back of your paper. For some reason, I didn't put that. White River is easier to spell. Uncompahgre is a little bit more complicated. Uncompahgre. So Taviwatch is the only band that makes the Uncompahgre band right there. And then these right here all make the Uinta band. So those are all part of the Uinta band today. All of them just lumped up together in this area. And that's why they call it the Uinta Reservation, because Uinta. So, and then I'm going to get another random color, because I want to tell you about these 2 bands. So let's write down the names of these 2 bands. So we have the Kamumba. The reason why they're in a different color and not one of these 3 sister tribe colors is because from what I've been able to understand, when I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this band, is they have either disappeared, like the disappearing lost band of the Ute tribe, or they have molded into the Shoshone. They could have joined the Shoshone. They could have also come to join either the Taviwatch or the Uintats. From what I've heard, the most likely story is that they went and lived with the Shoshone. Either that, or, because they just kind of disappeared, So that's the story with that band. And this one right here, this is the Pavant. Write the N a little bit better this time. And these guys basically molded into being with the Southern Paiute tribe. So that's where they went, basically. I mean, Paiute was like all this land right here, so it makes sense, from where their traditional lands were as well, and how it kind of and the Paiute will claim this as theirs, and I don't know enough to say for sure. I just know from what I've found so far. This is just part of Ute teachings in the Ute books that I've read, that this is just one of the tribes, one of the original 12 bands. Okay, so that is all that you're going to be writing on this map. Pause it if you need to finish up any of these right now. If not, then you're good. So your homework, which is not even homework that you have to write down anything, but I want you guys to tell me. I'm going to ask you next time I see you, so this will be next week. I'm going to ask you guys which of those bands you have your ancestors from, or you are part of today. So my first class, there's one kid who knew they were for sure Uinta, and Uinta. One student wasn't sure, so they're going to go home and find out. Another student thinks that they are Uncompahgre, or rather the Taviwatch. Oh wait, nope, he said Weemanuch. So, you know, I said, okay, well, I want you to go home and confirm that, and then come tell me. You know, it's important for you guys to know which bands you have identity with, or which band today you identify with the most. Which would be like basically your closest family members, or the majority of your family members would be from this band. So I want to know not only which of the three Northern Ute bands, or if you're from Ute Mountain or Southern Ute, I want to know where you're at specifically, but we're going to focus on Northern Ute because that's the reservation we're on. We're not on the Ute Mountain or Southern Ute. So we'll be focusing more on that, of course, for our history. But I want to know which of these original 12 bands you guys are from. So ask your parents. I told everybody that I would love if they take, this is my map. I would love if you guys take that home and show your family and ask them, start asking questions of which of these original bands your family is from or a part of. So that's it for today. So basically the question you're going to answer in just a second, you know, for those who are watching this recording, is I want you to, you know, tell me which bands you're from. So that is it for today. Oh, the rest of the class, we just worked on missing work. Okay. Just like yesterday's class.